Hey, what's up, online community? And thanks for stopping by and checking out another segment of Straight No Chaser, where I get to talk sports and culture for fans, all the times with the fans. Now, today's show is a very special show to me because it is the first show of 2021. That's right, our first show, 2021. And with that, I have a very special guest with joining me today because, as we all know, at the beginning of the new year, many people commit to different types of lifestyle changes. They have goals that they set for themselves. And I wanted to bring in this person because I think her story can be an inspiration to those people out there that are looking at making a health and wellness lifestyle change or just looking for a little bit of motivation. So I'd like to welcome to today's show, Ursula Morrow Carter. Thank you for joining me on Straight No Chaser. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
So today's guest, Ursula, she is a she is a bodybuilding competitor. She's competed in physique, and she will also be moving into competitive bodybuilding for women. So with that, I know there are many people that have New Year's resolutions, they have goals, lifestyle changes, but to hear her story is truly immaculate. And having known Ursula for some time and seen the transformation and the evolution of where she just set a simple goal for herself to now expanding upon that and being one of the up and rising competitors in the industry, I wanted to be able to share that with you. But before we get into it, you know how we do it. Grab your favorite libation, raise them up, and we're about to get into it. Straight No Chaser. Salud.
It's a very disciplined sport because unlike any other sport, it's only you on stage. I don't care who you're working out with. I don't care who you're training with.
Absolutely.
Nobody's body is the same. You don't know how your body is. First year is a learning experience anyway, because what worked for this person to eat to get them lean may not work for you. Your body may not respond to that. So now you're trying to figure it out. And when you get up on that stage, it's just you. It's just you. They can't come there with you. They can't make you look good.
Absolutely.
It's just you.
So before
This
we
is
talk
the
about
most disciplined sport I've ever.
so and it sounds like it's a lot that goes into it. Before we talk about the actual stage piece and the competitive nature of it, I want to take a step back. You talked about having a support group because it requires discipline. And I know, like, for example, you have many people that make resolutions that they want to eat better, that they want to commit to a healthier lifestyle, whether it's engaging in more physical activity, going to the gym, or just not being as sedentary around the house. Those are things that people may be challenged with, and you hear those things, and to hear someone like you take this next step. This is more than just losing weight or adding a couple pounds. This is a full-on lifestyle commitment that needs change. But also, more importantly, I've heard you, if I'm hearing you correctly, I've heard you say that you need to have that right support system around you. And it's not just the people in the gym. It's probably more importantly, the people inside those four walls with you in your home. Because that's where the temptation may lie, whether it's you may not want to get up to work out for that day, or something that you shouldn't be eating or consuming, or how often you should be consuming. That's where the support comes in. So would you say that's probably one of the most key things in terms of helping you maintain that mental edge that you commented on earlier?
Absolutely. Can you imagine being married or living with someone in a relationship and that person does not support your dream? Can you imagine being married to someone and you're consuming 500 and something calories a day and he or she wants a full-blown meal? Like they're not consuming 500 and some calories a day.
Right.
So that can be if they are not supporting you in it, the mental stress and everything affects this sport. So stress affects your body. That stress will cause you to hold on to weight, water weight. You get on stage and now you look like garbage, not because you didn't do the work, but because you were stressed out. I was in school for a PhD program. I had to stop that program to concentrate on this because that PhD program is stressful.
Yes.
I can't do both at the same time because eventually what was going to happen is I would have failed at both. That's what would have happened. Trying to keep up the workout regimen and the homework and the assignments, it was too much. So it is a very, very disciplined sport. And yes, those people around you, man, your entire environment, before you even go into it, coaches will tell you if you are dealing with relationship issues, if you don't have finances, because this sport is not cheap.
Okay.
It's very expensive. Very, every part, the gym memberships, the food, that food, I spend more money on healthy food because all of us know for whatever reason, they don't make healthy food inexpensive.
No, not at
It
all.
is very, I know they just don't want us to be healthy. I don't know. So the food is expensive and you're eating 5 to 6 meals a day. And at one point I had a coach who, because of how my body was responding, the only fats he wanted me to have having a salmon and a steak meal every day. Do you know how expensive salmon and steak is?
Yes.
So now going into this, your finances have to be right because you're going to spend thousands on your food forget everything else, the shows, what they call. I got an inexpensive suit for the competition. You know, we wear the little bikinis, pretty much.
Yeah.
That mine was cheap and it was almost $800. That was a cheap one. Women are spending thousands on those little bitty swimsuits that we wear on stage. It's not cheap. You put your drink down.
You know, I was gonna take a sip, but I'm like, you know what? First of all, I'm trying not to consume all my 600 calories in one sitting. You know, like you said, sip it slow and crush the ice. But also, when you said, you know, I'm a numbers guy, so I'm doing the computations in my head, you know, and the suit, and I saw it, you know, and I've seen the videos. You look great. It looked amazing. And it's not to downplay the suit itself, but not really having a grasp of the magnitude in terms of the cost of that suit, because it is for something, you know, something that's dedicated. Wow, that's amazing. I did not understand, because when we think the cost associated with sports, we think your traditional sports. We think, you know, your basketball for your travel, or we think even if you're in an individualized sports such as tennis or golf, we think those to be kind of your high-end exclusive sports, but we don't think about something like this in terms of, because it's not a fixed in-your-face cost, and it's not viewed as such, that really there is a financial commitment in addition to the mental aspect. So that's something that I wasn't aware. Thanks for sharing it. I'm sure many of the people that are going to be listening are going to be surprised to hear that. But you know, that's interesting.